Child labour today. Well, one child. Right, we're having a little break, lunchtime now. So we've got part of this additional walling done. It's going quite quickly, quite easily. Just a bit of heavy labour. Last night I had a fantastic experience here. We're actually sleeping here at the moment, and at midnight there was a loud bang. One of the farmers over the way there somewhere had let off a firecracker to frighten off elephants, and because it was so close we both got up in the hope that we would see some, and we did. We came to this wall here and two elephants were walking through the gap in the fence just there in this field directly next to us, no more than 30 feet away. Absolutely massive animals, beautiful they were. It was a full moon, or just after a full moon last night, and I did have a torch so we could see them, but unfortunately the light wasn't good enough to do any filming or take any still pictures. But they moved slowly up the field here and decided to stay for a while behind that tree there, which in this film here looks like it's miles away, but it isn't. I'll just stop the film and do a closer up shot. Okay, that's a little bit closer, a little bit more idea. That's actually about, I would say, 30 metres away, that tree. So not very far at all, and they were here for about half an hour. They weren't moving anywhere in a hurry. We kept an eye on them because we didn't want them to turn around and head back towards the fields here, which is what they like to do because the rice is growing and that's what they like to eat. They also like bananas, so when this banana here grows a bit taller and they come into this field, we're likely to lose it when they lean over and grab it. Over there are the cow sheds for Sunteray's cows, and apparently this morning when she went over there she discovered the tracks from those two elephants actually in the cow shed. The parts of the cow shed that weren't closed off and had cows in. So the elephants had previously been wandering around there looking for food. And I'm just going to walk along the road here, see if I can pick up the tracks where they went into the field. They were around the night before as well. I did hear a very loud bang at 4:15 in the morning in an adjacent field, but I didn't actually get up and see anything. Right, you can see just about, hopefully, the track that's been made there. So they went through, well, they've actually had to go over a bit of barbed wire here, but there's definitely evidence that they were moving through here last night. I hope you can see that, the way the grass has been flattened. I'm not going to go over there because I think it's very, very wet just for the first 15 feet or so. Let's have a look why this fence is leaning over. This is probably where they came in to the road, and then because that hasn't fallen over on its own, that's been pushed because the earth's coming up from underneath it. It's not rotten, it's actually still in the ground. So I reckon this is where the elephants came out of this field here, pushed their way through the fence, and then went over there. Shang, yeah, Shang. Shang over there. Yeah, Shang. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Chai. Oh, and in there as well. Yeah. Shang. That's elephant in Thai. It's cleaning up time. We're all completely exhausted. We've managed to do this side next to the field, so that's good. That'll be dry enough to take the shuttering off tomorrow. And we've just turned the corner, just got behind those blocks there. So we've got another day or another afternoon's work to do to finish off right along. There have been no workers here today. The two guys who are doing the walls are having a day off because it is a 4-day, 5-day public holiday, and so fair enough. They've got a day and a half they've had. Hopefully they'll be back tomorrow though, just to crack on with things. The electricians have done everything they can do, bearing in mind that a few of the walls aren't finished. They've even put their pipes in position, and the builders are now going to have to lay their blocks around the pipes rather than the electrician cutting into them. So that's going to be a bit more awkward for them, but maybe if they'd hurried up and cracked on with the job instead of having 2 half days prior to this, they would have finished all these little bits. They could have brought their wives along as well to help with the basic mixing of stuff. Anyway, obviously the electricians have got to put some electrics in the walls that are relating to the shower rooms here, so there's a little bit to do for them, but they've broken the back of the prep. When they come back, I expect half the team will be cutting and the other half will be actually shoving wires up things. Yeah, so bit by bit it's coming on. I've got 2 days left before I go back to the UK. So I'm going to miss some of the detail. And unfortunately I'm going to miss the rendering, the finer points of the electrics, the finer points of the shower room. I've marked out on the floor in red pen where I want shower walls and how high they've got to be and where the pipes have got to go. And I've briefed Suntory on that aspect, so hopefully I won't come back and find this is all cocked up. One of the most important things is to make sure that these blocks are laid in exactly the right position so that they can render and tile, and there's still a 30 centimetre gap between the finished tiling and the centre of this toilet waste pipe. So the blocks have got to be laid 33 centimetres away from the centre. That gives 3 centimetres left for render and tiling. Yeah, quite happy with progress. It's suddenly gone very quick.